We're live. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. I just want you guys to see this shirt. I just want everyone to see this shirt. That's the most accurate thing. Man, I'm pumped. I am pumped. I'm excited. I'm glad it's Friday night. I'm glad we are live streaming. So much to talk about. So much happened. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Got to get everything squared away. I always hit the go button, and then when I hit the go button, it's like everything just... Twitter is blowing up, guys. I'm getting a lot of stuff on Twitter. A lot of freaking cool people coming in on Twitter from TSMP, TSMPD, hashtag HMBL, hashtag HUMBL. I mean, this group, guys, is phenomenal. I could not be more excited to be part of a group. I could not be more excited to be a part of the humble community. It is absolutely phenomenal, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm beyond excited. What is going on, everyone? Randy, what is going on? Michael, what is going on? Duckster in the house. Sam, what's going on? Jose, what's going on? That's right. Got that humble going. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, if I could play music and this wouldn't get, copyright strike or whatever it is, I'd be cranking the tunes right now, guys. The music would be blasting. It'd be something outrageous. Straight hyped right now. Straight freaking hyped right now, guys. It's like they do it to tease us. They do it leading into the weekend, and then you got to wait the entire freaking weekend to get to Monday. And then Monday shows up, and it's like, let's go. Let's freaking go. TSNPD. Let's freaking go. 42.06 run. Basically, majority of that, I feel like, came towards the end of the day. High was $5.15. I don't see how we just don't dominate that, guys. So freaking pumped today. So freaking excited. Massive. How do you... it's like he was just kind of cruising along in that conference call. He's talking about everything. And rightfully so. He said, he feels like each time he wants to reiterate exactly what the company is. Because the more this company is growing, a lot more followers, a lot more people are getting on these calls. So he really wanted to lay it out. I felt like when he was talking about really the mobile app, I felt like that was way more information than I've ever got. And I've been on every single conference call. Just showing the displays, showing exactly what his intentions are. Guys, they're trying to replace banks. And that's what's phenomenal. And then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, you know what? We're going to talk about the exciting thing. We're going to talk about an acquisition. We're going to just lay it out there. We're going to go get an acquisition. That's right. We're going to get an acquisition. And then he just drops a hammer. Drops a freaking hammer. Unreal. Maybe I need to get a green hammer like Dave Portnoy. Maybe I just need to go get a green hammer like Dave. I can't imagine them getting Tickery. And, he's like, yeah, it's $100 billion revenue company a year. $100 billion? Say that again. That was with a B? Is that what you said? It was with a B? 100 billion? Freaking amazing. Guys, what TSMP is doing, I've always told myself that I've wanted to get into a company like Amazon. I wanted to get into a company like Google, like Tesla, like Apple. The list goes on, where I have gotten in so early that 5 years later, I'm like, I did it. This is that stock, guys. This is it. I kept thinking for the longest time, UAVS was it. And I still believe in UAVS. Do not get me, I'm an Ag Eagle guy. But guys, today is the day that TSMP jumped Ag Eagle for me. TSMP is my number one, and Ag Eagle is my number two. And the reason is because we're hearing, do not get me wrong, Ag Eagle has a non-disclosure agreement in place. But guys, Brian Foote is absolutely exciting. If you could not sense his excitement in that conference call when he announced the acquisition, he was smiling ear to freaking ear. And he literally was like a little kid on Christmas, coming down and seeing all the toys that he'd got delivered from Santa Claus. And he was just excited. Guys, that is what you want. He's talking about his employees. Majority of them are sleeping under their desk, turning around and waking up, and they're getting after it because they are investors themselves. They basically are making money through the stock. This is phenomenal, guys. This is phenomenal. I can't, if my son was not right up here and was not trying to go to bed, I probably would blow this microphone out right now. That's how pumped I am. That's how pumped I am right now, guys. Beyond excited. Yeah, they did conduct a split. Basically, so for every 4 shares, they will be doing a 1. I call it a 4-to-1. Some people say it's a 1-to-4. It is a 4-to-1 reverse split. And so for every 4 shares, you will get 1. In my case, I had 35,000 shares. I now own 8,750. And a lot of the biggest questions I had, guys, are, hey, it's not showing up on my brokerage. It's showing a serial number. It's not showing anything actively traded. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. Guys, exactly what was going on is basically it's your brokerage processing it. They're not going to, short you any cash. They're not going to short you any positions. It's just the transaction. It's how it works. So the entire day, if your stuff was not working, guys, it's tracking that. It understands what's going on, and it'll process and fill itself out. It's just how the brokerages are. This is like my 3rd time doing a reverse split for a company. It does take a day or 2 to get it processed. They're keeping track of it, guys. They're keeping track of it for sure. Because that was like the biggest question I had on this video that I put out this morning. Well, and as the day continued to go through, they're like, hey, it's not showing up. It's not doing this. It's just, we got to be patient, guys. They're not going to take your stuff away. Man, I'm freaking pumped. Let's go. Let's freaking go. What's up, Greg? I appreciate you swinging in, my friend. Guys, there's a lot of new people. Effing you. I wish I could say your name. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Michael's in the house. I Law 5, yes, is in the house. Stock with the cash. Hopefully I said that right. Dash. Hopefully I said that. Tickery, $20 million buy. Man, that was massive. Freaking massive. $20 million, and they're going to throw some stock. I would be beyond excited. I would have been like, hey, can we add a little bit more stock? I like the $20 million, but, can we add a little bit more stock? Can we add a little bit more stock? Yeah, they did split. The split happened today. They'll be on the big boy exchanges soon. I agree, Michael. I think that's coming. He didn't want to get ahead of himself, and you could tell. And everyone, I was in I had literally multiple live streams of this event going. And at the same time, I understand when he's talking about the app, guys, he said it's ready to go. It's in every app store. They just haven't pushed it live yet. And the reason is because he said there's some legality things that he wants to check out. Guys, if he said it's in the App Store, it's ready to go, and the only thing that he wants to hold up on is just to make sure and dot his I's and really cross his T's and make sure everything's in line with some legal stuff. Guys, it's there. He said 4 to 6 weeks. People were like, sell, this is terrible. Are you kidding me? Give me your shares. Give me your shares, guys. Give them here. Drop the hammer. That's exactly right. We're laying the hammer, Jose. We're laying the hammer. Yep, I'm seeing it. Diamonds. Diamonds, guys. I don't know if there's anything tougher than diamonds, but that's what my hands are. Miller time. Well, I need a Coors. Or a Busch Light guy. I'll take a Busch. I actually got some in the garage. I might go grab one. So we all meeting at the shareholders conference or what? I'd be down for that. I tell you what, if this thing hits $250 and beyond, because I envision it will. Obviously, you're talking a couple years, but guys, it's going that path. They're setting it up for success. This is incredible. First name unknown, effing you. What's going on, Chang? Sorry, Duckster. It'll get there. It's getting there. It's getting there. I know, that's what I said, Randy. Please sell. Please sell. And the thing, because of 4 to 6 weeks. Now, guys, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. I completely 100% understand that not every single person is a long-term investor. Not everyone is investing into companies for years and years. Like, I understand that there's different styles of trading, and I completely get that. And so if you are going to sell for, a reason to make profits, then I completely understand. But when your mindset and your outlook and how you voice your opinion is to sell because they're not going to release an app until 4 to 6 weeks, that is insanity. That is insanity. I was driving, I wasn't able to text, but now that I'm home, bro, not going to lie, that hurt a lot. Putting UAVS second, just poke a little. But your call, we need to load up on TSMP, guys. I'm telling you, today did it for me, guys. And it's not that I'm doubting Ag Eagle, because you guys know exactly how I feel about Ag Eagle. You know that I am probably one of the biggest bulls when it comes to Ag Eagle. I'm just, man, TSMP, TSMPD, HMBL. We got all kinds of tickers for this thing. On March 26th, it'll officially be its final form. That will be HMBL. Holy smokes. Beyond freaking excited. Want to throw this in my tax-sheltered retirement account up here, so I need them on New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, to put them in there long term. Yeah, I think I'm going to create a video and really talk about today's conference call and kind of go over really their timeline and what they've put out. I envision this, honestly, guys, I don't know if there's certain requirements that when I talk about time frames, like if it's months, if it's quarters, but my thought is, you got the reverse split, you're trading at the dollar amount that is required, let that happen for a little bit. Let some institutions kind of get on board if they can, due to this still being OTC, and then uplist in like the summertime. Try to attempt to uplist in the summertime, apply, and then just go after it. Try to knock this thing out in a year's time. I don't know if there's, maybe I could be completely missing it, but if they can do that in a year's time, I don't see why they shouldn't or why they can't. Man, I'm fired up. Man, I am fired up. Hopefully I can keep this energy up. We're in 13 minutes. I got 2 hours. Let's go. I will probably go crack a beer here in a little bit, just out of pure excitement, guys. What is up, fam? So excited to be here. I know you are, Sam. I appreciate you being here, my friend. I appreciate you keeping it live and active in the Discord. You're a true OG now, Sam. You're a true OG now, my friend. Oh, look who's in the house. Thanks to Lucas for convincing me to invest in stocks in my 401k, increase my portfolio $133,000 since 9/4 of 2020. Best advice was to invest in TSMP and Humble. Let's go! We'll have to send you down some real beer. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. We got some real beer. We got some pretty good craft beer. I tell you. I just like, I like every once in a while to go to the old Busch. Haven't had a beer for a while, but just got a 12-pack of Coors Light. That's what I'm talking about, Sam. Colorado Kool-Aid. You went with the Colorado Kool-Aid. That's one of my go-tos. That's one of my go-tos. UAVS, bro. I hope one day ISVS goes back to your number one. It probably will. It probably will. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, man. It's definitely gonna be tough. There's Shane. Shane's coming in the house. What's going on, my friend? I'm going to have to fun saying for the next month we still haven't reached our final form. I know. I saw that today. I had to kind of take it from you a little bit. I mean, we're not to the final form yet. We haven't evolved. It's almost like a Pokemon. We haven't evolved it yet. I'm down on UAVS right now. Guys, there's nothing to be really upset about. There's nothing really to be even discouraged about. It's the fact that they got a fake hit piece put out on them. The company that put the hit piece out had no idea which exchange it even traded on. and it just brought the stock down. The market's down as a whole. We got 10-year note is hitting some crazy numbers, and we went through a crazy Arctic winter storm across the United States. There truly is just a lot that's impacting the stock market. There really is. And so from a big perspective, when you're not overloading with positivity, you're not overloading with press releases. I mean, that is typically what's going to happen with that stock. And, when you got other things that you're interested in, you're going to pull from the things that you are least interested in. And in this case, not everyone is interested in Ag Eagle the way I am or like some of you guys are. So they're going to pull from Ag Eagle and they're going to plug it into things that they're very interested in. So that's how it works, guys. And then you obviously got shorts and people are shorting the stock and you got all kinds of things that really are going on. And that's just what is causing all this stuff. It's the way it works. And this is the way the stock market works. I remember last year, right around this time, this is when the coronavirus happened, guys. And I saw my account literally go to almost basically, in what felt like to me, zero. And then I turned it around and, I started investing into things that I felt was going to have a huge impact coming out of the pandemic. And that's exactly what built my portfolio and got me to where I am today. And then we're doing the exact same thing. I've went from basically $200,000 in my account all the way down to like $119,000. That's a massive drop, guys, but I am as cool as a cucumber, as some people would say. And the reason is because I know that a lot of these stocks are going to have such tremendous impact, as the economy opens up, when the 10-year note decides to quit raging, and we're going to do some big things, guys. It's going to be awesome. We just got to hold on. We got to have good faith. We got to have, believe in what we invest in. That's the biggest thing, is believe in what you invest in. So I believe $4 average for 90 days, wild turkey rare breed, and I have arrived. What's going on, Tim? Ching! OG in the house. Let's go, bro. You're good at putting a smile on my face. That's what I like to hear. That's what Tim is here for. Tim is an amazing, amazing comedian. Nora is in the house. Wow, I just made that red bar. That means I'm excited for Nora to be in the group chat. I'd like to thank you all. Let's see. Chang, where did you go? Chang, I'm up with TSP and D, but down on UAVS, ALPP. Band. That's another one, guys. Absolutely incredible that ALPP is down. It's incredible, guys. They are getting ready to go to the NASDAQ. A company that did something very similar was trading at $40 in pre-market following its, exchange upgrade. It's crazy. ALPP is doing amazing things as well, guys. ALPP is going to be an exciting stock. Exciting, they have three amazing subsidiaries that are involved with drones. Bantech, guys, do not hesitate on, a lot of people are like, Lucas, you haven't covered Bantech. Well, they're not putting anything out. If they're not putting anything out, I don't have anything to cover. Everything is good. Mopar, what's going on, my friend? Lucas, have you looked at? I have not yet. I'm going to have to definitely check that out for sure. RDGL. Got it. It's on there. Chris, okay, so what's the top 2 stocks for Monday going 50K on each? Holy smokes. Man, that's tough. I really want to see how the market opens. And I can't tell you anything right now because if we're opening all green, then I really can't say you need to do this. If we're opening all red, then you have a lot more options. Jose, do you still believe in Bant will do well? I'm keeping the faith. I think that, Jose, so my thoughts on Bantech are we're so very, 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 very early on when it comes to drone stocks. And this is a very early on penny stock. They are not reporting. They don't have to necessarily report anything. And so you have to kind of be aware of that situation. You have to understand that they have Bantech is the head of the company, and then you have subsidiaries that fall below it. The reason I invested was because of Drone USA, which is a subsidiary to it, and obviously I feel drones are going to have a major impact. I didn't unload and purchase a ton of stocks just of this stock because, some things could happen. Maybe they don't become successful. And so that's the reason why I chose to get the position I have. I believe it's 14,000 shares. It's nothing super incredible. And I'm going to hold that. I'm not going to add anymore, and I'm not going to sell any. And that's where I'm going to sit for a while. If it starts to become relevant, they start to really generate a lot of news, then I'll continue to add to my position. But that's where I'm at currently with that. I do have faith, though. Thanking CC. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Sam, dropping the $5. You're the man, Sam. I appreciate you so much, my friend. So much. I appreciate it. It means a ton. Thanking CCIV for one. Not sure about the second. CCIV was at a really, really good price. Very, very tempted price. Big hit this week, but I used it to buy shares. Yeah. Sam with the 5555. Nora the Explorer, thanks. What's up, Nora? Tim Dunlap, Workhorse. Yeah, it is what it is, Tim. It truly is. I thought I was going to be a little bit more disappointed. I was pretty irate at some YouTubers who, I'm not going to say their names because it is what it is. But, it's frustrating at some point because I feel like, you cover a stock so much, you're all about it, you act like you're the only one that can do, certain things, and I'm speaking about interviews, and then when it comes and you don't get the information that you were hoping for, you sell out. You literally fold like a wet paper bag, as some people in this and some OGs would say, you fold like origami. That made me extremely, extremely upset. That made me very mad, and, I sold and took profit, but I didn't sell out. And the reason I didn't sell out is because I believe in the drone. I believe in what Workhorse has. And that's why I immediately followed the next day up with a Workhorse video, guys. If you understand about the entire company, their vision isn't just the USPS contract. And I've said that in every single one of my videos. You can go back and look at every Workhorse video I've done. I said there is way more beyond the USPS contract. And I started to say the horsefly. And the reason is, guys, is because they've been working with UPS, not USPS, UPS, the brown trucks, for a long time now. And a big piece is the horsefly. Guys, they've done the pandemic testing with UPS. They've done multiple actual vehicle testings when it comes to the hatch on the top with UPS. This isn't just like, hey, we're going to do this. And they have a big backlog with UPS. Workhorse is a monster still, guys. Yes, it's going to take a lot more time now. And, there's a chance that they could get a portion of the contract now, depending on what happens with this, basically rebellion, I guess you could say. But the thing is they still have the drone. They're 8 months away, 7 months away now from it being fully integrated into what they are wanting to do, because they're getting the FAA 125 or 126, excuse me. It's just incredible to see that so many people, I figured, I started to believe it, and we witnessed it. So many people were just strictly in for the USPS contract. I really started questioning after I saw that, how much would it have truly ran? And how much would it have, was that a majority of that already implemented when it hit 40? Like, was it, maybe it hits 50 and then people start taking profits because, it did what they said they were going to do. So it is what it is, guys. It really is. It is frustrating. But if you see the bigger picture with Workhorse, then you understand that the horsefly is going to be bigger, in my opinion, anyways, because that's the direction we're going when it comes to not only package delivery, but you're talking food delivery, you're talking medicine delivery, you're talking whatever type of pharmaceuticals, you're talking all kinds of things, and it's going to be drone related. So the person that's actually getting out of the truck and or even the mail, guys, mail is now going to drone, and that's something I'm going to talk about when I do some of these interviews, is going to be drone related. You're talking about mail delivery with a drone. That's massive. All right, let's go. All right, Randy says, hi, Duckster. Sam dropping tendies. Yes, he is. What's up, Randy? How's the OGs doing? Oh, yeah. Thoughts on Workhorse? Hopefully that helped you, Duckster. Oh man, the chat. What's tick name for AGIGO, if I'm spelling it right? I'm not sure on that one. Change your life. I'm not sure on that one. Change your life. I appreciate you being here, though. Thank you. Chris B, appreciate you being here. If you are new, Jose, I think I think you've been in here before, Jose. Chang, I know you have. Tim, OG. Duckster, OG. Sam, OG. Nora, OG. We got a bunch of originals in here. We're rocking tonight, guys. We are rocking tonight. That's great to hear, brother. I'm still kind of pissed that you gave the vid to our stocks, but like they will recover. Oh, man. Tim, I don't know what it would be without you, my friend. I appreciate it. In on TSMP already? That's what I like to hear. Nora, I hope you're talking to the other Tim. Chang, Lucas, check CLIS. It's going to be a social global language learning. That's interesting. Definitely got that one. I think I actually got it written down. Nora, I hope you're not driving. I got confused. My bad. I'm not. Nora, you're not married or you're not driving. Chris B, I add more to Sins. That's good to hear. I think Sins is going to do something. Hopefully we get the approval, FDA approval, and the FDA. ZOM still cool. Let's take a look. ZOM. Actually, I've never heard of this one. I've kind of stayed away from the pharmaceuticals for the most part, guys. It's not that I choose to. It's just I'm in so much other stuff, and that's one of the sectors I just really haven't got into. One of the only really in that sector that I've got into was Senseonics. But other than that, guys, my portfolio really doesn't have a whole lot of that in there. I did get Pfizer, but it's like 2 shares, and that was when I was trading a long time ago, and I just never did anything else with them. Nora coming in with the options, going with the $4 call on Sins. To answer your question, Duckster, I'm trading girlfriends with Jack and Sam trade. Jose, good night. Wishing the best to you and all. You too, Jose. I appreciate you. Man, we're getting this thing started. We are popping. We are rocking. We got a ton of people watching. Let's go. Man, guys, I knew I'd be fired up for tonight. I was beyond excited. You know, I didn't necessarily have a green day today, but it was like finally for the first time where I wasn't down like 100,000%, and my app wasn't like yelling at me to stop looking because it was so bad. You know, guys, I feel like we're going to start to turn things around. I just think we're getting to that point. You know, obviously the 10-year note is a big part of it. We got to keep paying attention to the 10-year note. And obviously, guys, when you get more people that are kind of like, okay, I feel like we've reached that point, and you start to see the money come back in, that's when we're going to start to see a response in the green. And so we just got to get to that point. This is exactly what happened with the coronavirus, and we're going to get there. I got the shirt to prove it. That's freaking awesome, Duckster. Holy smokes. That is so awesome. I should have slapped the OG shirt on. It's in the closet back there. That's my YouTube shirt closet. If you know, every time I rotate, guys, I just go to the closet and I'm like, all right, what shirt am I going to wear now? What do you see the TSN PD opening Monday? Man, that's tough. You know, because a lot of people did see that they pushed the app back 4 to 6 weeks, but then they turn around and drop the absolute hammer when it came to news. Talking about the acquisition of Tickery, you're talking about a $20 million acquisition plus some stock, and it's a company when it's fully capable, it's generating $100 billion in revenue a year. Again, guys, that's $100 billion with a B, a capital B, probably a double capital B. $100 billion, massive. And just to think everything else that's going to be implemented and the ingenuity that's going to come with that, and like they said, they have plans for it. Guys, this is a company that is just so driven. When he said, I think the biggest thing that whether it's truly true or, I mean, I believe it. when he's got employees sleeping under the desk, to turn around, wake up, probably get their coffee, get going, and just start grinding again, guys, that is a commitment. That is something you hope those people are getting enough sleep that they're like, able to focus on what they're doing. But guys, that is freaking amazing. Amazing. Where do you also see Alpine going in the short term? I'm going to say $30 to $40. That's my rough estimate just based on what the other stock did that went to the NASDAQ. I have a few mushroom stocks, but it's for the pharma. I got you, Michael. I got you. Yeah, see, and I haven't really paid too much attention to even that. When will I be able to buy these stocks that you have millions, bazillions, and gillions shares of, man? Yeah. We'll kind of go through that here in a second. Lost all profits I worked on for a year. Yeah, it happens, Duckster. That happened to me. I swear that happened to me. And then it rebounded, and you guys are aware of what I got. Chris B, for the babies, I'll do $25K for our fur babies. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That was an imposter, Jose. I'm still here, bro. That's awesome. I'm glad you're still here, my friend. I'm glad you're still here. Tim, I heard that it feels good. OGs. Yep. Ricasio, what's going on, my friend? I think another 2 weeks of hedge funds selling and moving money around to do different sectors. Then we'll be in the clear. If it's 2 weeks and we're kind of bouncing up and down, I'll be all right. Because, I'll get some money over, be able to still buy a little bit on the red, and then let's go. At some point, I'm ready to go. Today was a green day for me, but man, I lost 37% last week. Yeah, I think, Tim, it's crazy to see some of the stuff. I was up 120% on my portfolio, and I look today, and I'm only up like 60%. And I still got to be grateful for that. But to where I was to where I am now, that's insane. Tim, I'm down 50% on my Robinhood. Yeah, I think it's across the board. I think it's across. Chris B coming in. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Chris B, $50, my guy. Holy smokes. Thank you so much. Well, guess what? Because of Chris B, guys, that right there. Man, that is freaking awesome, man. Holy smokes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chris. I really do. That means a ton. Means a ton. Chang, you lost 20%. Chris with the 50. Yeah, man. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. Hopefully you check out the channel as much as you can, and hopefully I can pay you back in the hype, in the videos, guys. I hope I'm doing everything I possibly can, because I'm pouring it out, guys. I was glad to be able to pick up 350 more shares of ALPP at 489. That's freaking awesome. That's freaking awesome. I think that I can't figure out for the life of me why it's down, because there is not really been any negative news. There really hasn't been any negative news around it. Like, they haven't done anything wrong. And if anything, they're talking about 3 acquisitions. They're talking about going to the NASDAQ. They're talking about all kinds of good stuff. So, heck, they're working with Tesla. I know. I was about to sell today, but I felt Lucas, Duckster, Randy, Nora, and Sam all holding me in their bosom. I stood up with all of your help and said, "No, not today, Satan." I like it. I like it, Tim. Yeah, Chris B dropping that straight flames, man. Holy smokes. What's going on, service provider? Appreciate you swinging. And Peter. Yeah, freaking awesome. Chris, I can't thank you enough, my friend. The Drone King. You will be getting 50s on the regular once we all get a little richer. It's... popping into some people's live streams today and just seeing the amount of money that they were getting in super chats and things, it's really cool. But, it's, for me, it is about providing back to you guys and engaging with you guys. And if you guys feel that you want to contribute in that way, I'm forever grateful, guys. I truly am. But at no point am I ever going to pressure you to do anything like that. And on some of those live streams today, it was kind of like, join my Discord and pay for my Discord. And hey, if you donate this much, you get a free shout out and all kinds of stuff. And it's like, man, that's not what it's about. It's about giving back. It's about, showing people you care by providing the videos, by providing live streams, by getting hyped in the live streams. Guys, that's what you're here for. And if you feel like giving money, and I've earned that from you guys, then I'm all for it. But at no point am I ever going to be like, hey, I need you guys to donate. You know what I'm saying? That's who I am. I do this because it's an enjoyment, and I get to do exactly what we're doing right now, and that's talking stocks, talking about everything that, is going on during the week, talking about places to eat, all kinds of cool stuff. And if you guys do that, then that's what it's about. But I'm not ever going to ask for it. Let's see. If you were to start a company, what would it be based on? Man, that's tough. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it would be like a marketing thing. I don't know. I would have to say drones probably, just because I'm so excited about drones and I want to be a part of that sector so bad, and just seeing how things are. But I'm not beyond engineer savvy. I do know some things about tech, but not enough to probably really do that. It'd be something I would want to enjoy too. And it's not that I wouldn't enjoy drones, but I honestly would almost say something stock related too, if I could. I don't know. That's a tough one, Duxter. I appreciate that, Chris. I really do, my friend. It means a ton. It means so much. What's going on, Ballast Point? What is going on, my friend? I appreciate you swinging in. Hope everything is going good with you. Tim, that's dope. Hang in there. UAVS will pay off soon. Guys, that's another thing I really want to talk about too, is Ag Eagle. I mean, I kind of hit on it a little bit, but guys, Ag Eagle is going to be there. It's going to be doing some amazing things. Big stuff is going to be happening here in March, and I foresee a lot of drone stuff really starting to come out here, kind of, I would say the middle of the year. I really think a lot of drone stuff is just going to have an impact that is just unreal. And you got to think, once one domino falls, the entire thing is going to start to fall. The domino effect is going to happen, and you're just going to see so much stuff start to happen with the drone sector. And Ag Eagle is one of those. Guys, I got five interviews lined up coming up here in the third week of March, I believe it is. And I could not be more excited about a bunch of those interviews, guys. I'm not going to lie. Every single one of them is drone related. You guys call me the drone king for a reason, and I've been covering a lot of TSMP. I've been covering a lot of penny stocks lately. And that's because I truly am excited about them. And a lot of them I really enjoy. But when it comes to what this channel has been, foundationally built on, it's drones. So I'm going to get back to that, and definitely going to be providing 5, hopefully, absolute and on fire interviews. I'm excited for them. I know there's 2 that could potentially be canceled just due to travel. And so I'm literally trying to fit them into a window for the CEOs. So we're going to see if that happens. But guys, I'm beyond excited, and I'm looking forward to really providing that content to you guys. You want to get into real estate when you get older? Anyone in real estate? I don't know anybody that's in real estate. Chris, thank you. Thank you. When do you think UAVS will get back on its streak? I'm not concerned though. It will, but when do you think? Honestly, Shane, if we didn't get that hit piece, we were literally on the chart. It was set up to go to $25. And then obviously you have the way the market reacted and responded. I wouldn't be surprised if it would have had a pullback anyways, but not to this extreme. These are absolute amazing buying opportunities. And I almost feel like we're stuck in the rut where we were with $2 to $3. And that's almost kind of like where we're at now, where 9, I would say high 7s to 9s is that new 2 to 3. And so if we can crack that barrier and we can really start to head back in the upward direction, which I foresee here probably in the near future, once everything starts to kind of correct, that's where I think Ag Eagle locks and loads. Of course, I think there's at some point we're going to hear a little bit more PR. You do have here coming up in March their quarterly earnings call, and I'm sure there's going to be some information on there that might cause the stock to go up. It might be like one of them buy the hype, sell the news type things, but I still think we're going to see it kind of start to rebound. You think UAVS news is coming soon? I think it's going to be coming for sure. UAVS and definitely in the buy zone. I agree. OnlyFans. We were all massacred this week, and a bunch of them talked about how it sold out, and you would have known about it if you would subscribe to their Discord. How much blood can you squeeze out of a stone? I mean, it's crazy. Balance point. Hey, Sam. Bro, stocks will be your business. Guys, this is my plan. My true business, and I hope at some point this can happen. I do want to do YouTube full time. I want to be able to give to you guys a lot more. It's hard to work a 8-hour job, come home, be a dad, be a husband, and then, once everything settles down and really grind out and put out videos and then turn around and get up at, 7 o'clock in the morning, a little bit before that, because I got to make sure the video goes live, and then turn around, go to work, and try to balance work and then YouTube and engaging and doing Discord and really, because I enjoy the interaction and trying to do all that, and then it's just like a repeat, guys. And so really it's a passion of mine. It's something I really truly do. I want to do. I want to do it full time. I want to be able to put out 3 videos every day and do some amazing things. It's just it can't happen right now, and it eventually will. It'll get there. We're starting to we're starting to see more consistency with the YouTube views. We're starting to see some things really kind of kicking in gear. I'm forever grateful to be at 4,200 subscribers now. I think pushing 4,300 subscribers. It's phenomenal. It's a great feeling. I'm very humbled because I never thought I would ever be in a position like this. So yeah, guys, I feel like I'm different because I'm always gonna say thank you, and when I say thank you, I mean it, because this is just something that, I never thought I would be doing. Lucas's OnlyFans up 43%. DDC is one step away from a ton of projects, Africa, India, North America. Yeah, I have that one. I messaged, I reached out and connected with the CEO, and he put me in touch with the people to line it up, and I haven't heard back since, so I'm probably going to do another reach out. It sounded like the original secretary was on vacation, or as some people say, a holiday. So I'm definitely going to reach back out and see if I can't get that set back up. I sure hope Mant gets some recognition. I think it will. It's literally like an extremely small, stock as is. And the subsidiary is the drone. It's not the full company. So that's another thing to think about. Hopefully they can really start kind of getting some government entities involved, and then that's where it's going to pick up steam. But we'll have to see. Lucas is the GOAT. I wish. I wouldn't say I'm the GOAT, but I definitely, there's some people out there that I would consider that, especially in YouTube. And ARKX will have drone stocks. That's what's intriguing. That's why I think it's very intriguing too that Kathy Wood didn't sell Workhorse and is still adding. I think she is honestly, because she wouldn't have added Workhorse if it was just a hope and dream, guys. If she was in it just like a lot of the people that just sold out, guys, she would have unloaded. But the thing is I think she believes in the vision for the company, and she's seeing the drone aspect. I mean, they could have pitched that to her and she'd been like, yep, I'm all for it. Autonomous, you punch in what you need it to do and it takes off the truck. That's patented. I mean, they got everything that they need from that. I'm going to be excited to see what drones companies get in there. And it's going to be interesting. I love the fact that I have been here from the beginning and was there in the moment Lucas hit 1,000. This is just the beginning. That's a fact. That's what's exciting, guys. It's truly, what's amazing to me is the people I have met along in this journey, the community that has been built, by starting this is what I'm forever grateful for. Being able to like engage and talk to people every day and talk, whether it's just stocks or whether it's just social life and just talking about things that are going on. That's what I enjoy. And that's why this is such an amazing feeling for me, at least. And I get to share that with you guys on a personal level. Like the ones that have been here and that we keep growing, you guys will find out. It's who I am and it's who this group is. eHang is such an awesome company. It's really cheap right now. Bottom resistance seems to be $45. Yeah, that's crazy too, because it hit, what, 129? And then they had that hit piece put on them and it fell down to like 45. And then it seems like that's where it's been stuck at too. Balance point. Yup. Tim, I feel you. I'm sure Sam lost a lot of followers. I still don't wish bad for him though. I wish him well. You know, that's the thing too is, guys, it's, if anything, I'm not even going to get involved with that. Because, you know, Lucas will hit 10K by April or May. That'd be freaking amazing. That'd be amazing. Nano Dimensions acted the same way. Yeah. And what's it at right now? I think I have it in this one. Yeah, there it is. 984. Yeah, and see, it's been down too. Like high at previous close was 10. And that's what's crazy, guys. Blue Sphere got suspended because it was going up too much, I guess, and not enough information. The OTC, it was considered a social media penny stock. I don't see how that was really the case. They turned trash into clean energy. HCMC fell down to 0018, and I've heard amazing information on that. I think that was more panic selling. Workhorse 1617, guys. I think that's, you know, in the after hours 1607. I think what's crazy is it closed at 1887 after all that happened. So we'll see what happens with that. Obviously they have quarterly earnings coming up on Monday. It'll be interesting to see what the stock gets to after that, and that's where I'm really kind of intrigued on adding more to my position. And I'm going to kind of see what really they talk about in that. So I want to find out what they have to say. The fact that you have all those interviews lined up is so incredible. What other YouTuber is doing that? Well, I'm not sure. I follow a lot of them, but you know, I don't know if that's truly their direction or if that's how they want to handle it. I want to be able to provide some information on what, you know, my followers and a lot of what my subscribers are interested in. And so I felt like I needed to at least reach out and see what's going on. Bobby, what is going on? I appreciate you swinging in, my friend. Congrats on the 1,000. I know I've told you through the message, but I wanted to tell you personally, congrats on the 1,000, man. I know you're above that now and you're cruising along, but congrats, my friend. Do I go to the gym? I have a treadmill in my garage, and let's say I don't go to the gym right now, but I did for a long time because I played college baseball. So yeah. Duxter, he has a full 6-pack under that beard, bro. Because you look built. Yeah, you know, I did deadlift. I love deadlifting. I was never a bench guy because I pitched. And I didn't want to get so bulky that I couldn't throw, even though I wasn't the greatest. I ended up playing first base and dropped some nukes. We all need to get to the gym. We have a long life, and with this cash coming our way, oh yeah. You couldn't handle what I got under this beard, bro. Chris B, real estate is good except if rent one to family, killing me slowly, half off on rent. Oh yeah, I get that, Chris. I get that. Have you looked into IDEX? Ideonomics has gotten cheap. Balance point, I do have a video on Ideonomics or IDEX. It's a little bit, I think it's 3 weeks old. But yeah, I've done one on it, and since then I haven't really been able to get to it. I do own it in my TD Ameritrade portfolio. So I do have it, and I kind of been paying attention to it, but not enough to make a video as of right now. You heard of beards have a lot of germs. I wash mine pretty regularly. I put beard oil in mine. I mean, it may, but I gotta rock the beard. Did you hear what Kramer said about Kathy? I didn't. I didn't today. If it was today, I didn't hear it. Yeah, there's plenty of room for Workhorse and all the other EV truck plays. Yeah. You know what I'm really excited about, and I was in for a long time. I did sell because I only had 10 shares. But it's definitely one I think as more and more it continues to grow and we're seeing more things is Fisker. Guys, I've done multiple videos on Fisker very, 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 very early on. And, I'm excited to see what that company ends up doing. I like the look of the Ocean. I really do. And for them to kind of really, putting on the entire, clean energy and renewable and recycled, materials put into the vehicles, I really like it. I do. House is passing stimulus bill right now. Holy smokes. Let's hope so. 14 hundo. Thoughts on ZUO? Yeah, I told you I'd look at that one, Duckster. Let's take a look. ZUO. What are they involved with? That's the big question. IT, cloud-based software company, provides subscription billing, commerce, finance platforms. Oh, that's interesting. Based out of Redwood City, California. Is that like right next door, Duckster? $14.93 after hours. It went up. Looks like it hit a... Yeah. That might be one to definitely check out. Looks like fourth quarter, full year fiscal 2021 current earnings call was on February 10th. So probably kind of dealing with that. Interesting. What happens with Sam? Oh my goodness, that just uploaded pretty quick. Not sure what it is, but I don't like Kathy Wood. What? Sam. She's a monster. She's just terrorizing at what she does. EH bounced off 42 back up 68 for a minute. It's been struggling since. Yeah, and I think a lot of that's probably due to the market too. I mean, you're not seeing air taxis flying around everywhere, and with the market being down, I'm pretty sure it probably has its thumbprint on it. You know what I mean? Shane, definitely the best group on YouTube. I've only been here for a little bit. Hopefully one day when this group grows huge, I can consider myself an OG one day. Shane, I'm sure it will happen. The true OGs will probably always be true OGs. I mean, as long as they stick around and stay to this, that's what they're going to be. But, we'll start to grow some more OGs. We will. EH was all hype. I think it's sitting at where it needs to be. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. I put in a limit order for EH at 41 and got filled on that massive. That's awesome, Chris. That's freaking awesome. Service provider Olson. Blue spread got suspended. Yeah, I saw all that. I have a picture. I took a screenshot of everything that got suspended. What happens to your shares then? They just stay frozen. Just stay frozen. The chart won't move. As you guys can see, I did own Blue Sphere. It just says suspension. So it's suspended until like March 11th or something. It's crazy. Where did that go? Holy cow, that went fast. Drone King, I know you have a military background and you know how to tone down. I look off to commit to working out. Yeah, I usually... I joke, but I bulk up in the wintertime, if you know what I'm saying. And then when summer gets here, I'm out. I'm very active in the summertime. So I mow a lot. We go on walks as a family. I usually will work out because the days are longer. Because in the Midwest, it doesn't usually get dark in the summertime till around 9 o'clock at night. So that gives me more opportunity to kind of be out and about. I have a treadmill in the garage. It's like a cheapo from Walmart, and it just gets the job done. And I try to cut is what I try to do. I start eating better because I start eating more farm grown vegetables and things like that. And I really kind of change up my eating in the summer. My winter time is, as I would refer to, as bulking season. Humble and Apple Store. Randy, that's what's cool. I couldn't, when he said that today, He said it's there. It's just not active. I mean, I was just blown away. I was blown away. Right on, I'm sitting on at least 4,000 shares of IDEX until it hits 50. I could see that. They're in a lot of stuff, and I like that too. Heck yeah, Sam. And that's another thing too, Balance Point. I remember it being at like 25 cents, and I was in it at 25 cents. It kept falling down, and I got out of it. I took some profits on that, but then I stopped paying attention to it, and now look where it's at. I mean, that's crazy. If I would have just still been holding, but it happens that way sometimes. Heck yeah, Sam. I've been lifting for 2 years so far. Used to weigh 190, now I'm 150. Woo! Bobby, that's sweet. You play college baseball. I love watching baseball players swing a golf club. Yeah. Speaking of that, I was actually supposed to go golfing tomorrow, but I got to get haircuts and stuff with the family and spend some time with the family, so I decided to opt out. But yeah, I cannot hit straight. I could hit it like 400 yards if you want me to, but it's going to go like this. And then the ball disappears. That's why I bring a bucket, not a box. Because the more and more frustrated I get, I just tee it up and I just hit it as far as I can, whether it does go 100 yards this way or 100 yards that way. Just got a letter saying the check for $1,200 was coming. Interesting. Our prices on almost everything going to go up because they're basically just printing money and adding more money. Well, so that's the problem, Duckster. If they're doing that, inflation is going to go up, and that's why we're having issues with the stock market. So, Redwood City is about 30 minutes from San Francisco. Oh. I did not know that. Nice, I lost 25 pounds recently, and bro, I feel so good. Rub it in, Sam. Kramer trying to slow down Kathy because he is losing all his followers. Heck yeah. I always wondered, I truly still to this day wonder, when he can't do that show anymore, who's going to take over, and then what format and what presentation will it be? Will he find somebody that just still fits that same MO that's like very old school and like, or is he going to replace himself with somebody that's very new and very, kind of creative and has that same mindset like Kathy would? It'll be interesting to see. It'll be very interesting to see. Site for suspended stocks. I'll post it in the Discord. Michael, you're in the Discord, I believe. I'll post it in there, and it has there's 13 of them, I believe, or 12. I can't remember where I found it. I just screenshotted it. It was in the heat of the moment. I got EH 8 shares at 60 now down. Yeah, Chang, I think, it'll probably come back. It's just got to come back with the market, And then if they start putting out some PR and stuff, it'll probably come back. E-Hang is much bigger than just flying car. Their mid-air drone display is amazing. Yeah, and that's another key thing. At least with E-Hang, they have the drone as well. And they call them drone cities, I believe is what they refer to it as. It's pretty cool. Have I missed you touch on Humble, or is that my job? Yeah, I came out the gate freaking swinging, Bobby, on Humble. We're definitely going to talk about it again. It's absolutely incredible. It's as I sit here and just think about what I witnessed, in the time span of about 40 minutes, it's an incredible feeling to know that you were able to get into something like this. And to know, I have no hesitation to feel like if I see the stock go down, I'm like, hey, that's either a buying opportunity or it just wasn't happening today. I don't feel any negativity about it. I don't know how to explain it. I know what the company's trying to accomplish, and today it just completely answered a lot of that stuff. It answers why they did the split and why they didn't just do something crazy. Most OTCs, like they said, or when they reverse split, it's literally for 5,000 to 1. This company did a 1 to 4. That is something, obviously from a traditional split, you have Apple who added 4 shares, or you have Tesla who added 6, I believe, 5 or 6, I believe. You have a company that only took 4 shares and converted them to 1. That is nothing, and that's going to help the company reduce down the float. It's going to raise the stock price. Anytime people really truly invest into the company, it's going to drive the stock price up. without massive influx like we've been having because of so much float. And then this stock is going to stay more consistent when you're talking about stock price, which then looks a lot more appealing to the likes of major exchanges, specifically the NASDAQ, if that's what the route they're wanting to go. And then they talk about the acquisition. Guys, that was an acquisition that wasn't really related to fintech in a way. They went out and got Tickery to really just kind of encompass an entire, I guess you could say, sector of tickets. Whether it's concerts, whether it's sporting events. I mean, the endless opportunity that Tickery provides, plus they're in the United States. They're not even completely through the United States yet. That's another significant piece. And you're talking about being in a ton of countries already. I could not be more excited. The company already generates on a fully functioning year $100 billion, guys. Again, that's $100 billion with a B, a capital B. This is incredible. I think what's incredible for me is just to see what the company is doing as a whole. And they're trying to literally become the best at what they're doing. And you know, that's what is just exciting. And knowing that you're involved with this stock, it's just incredible. It's a great, great feeling. Well, I got to get caught back up. Holy smokes. I got ranting. Isn't a flying car a helicopter or an airplane? So I like the new I like the way it looks now. I think it's definitely going to replace the helicopter in a form. I don't think it'll completely replace it because I don't think it will. But I think it's a little bit of a hybrid, and the reason I say that is because it could potentially seat up more. It'll carry more cargo than a helicopter would. But it's going to be obviously a lot less than an airplane maybe. I've been following IDEX in depth for months now. They just keep growing. That's what's cool too. Yeah, that's what's cool too. I weigh 190 and don't have to work out, Duckster. Another reason to grow a beard, hides the double chin. Someone get the kids some milk. That's why I grew one. I didn't want to show off my triple chin. It just amazes me how you all are very positive today. I kind of expected a low energy group tonight. Heck no, Sam. Heck no, it's Friday. We got amazing news, and there's nothing to be upset about. Nothing to be upset about. In Kansas City, it's supposed to be 60 degrees. A week and a half ago, we were below zero, like negative 13. You stepped outside and you sneeze and it would freeze to your face. Like, that's the stuff I don't like. You know, I love snow. I could live in snow for like 6 months out of the year, but when there's no snow and it's just cold, I can't do it. I can't do it. May start selling some shares to diversify more. Duckster, I completely understand. Lucas, have you chatted with any of the folks at Plymouth Rock Technologies Inc.? Grabbed some shares a few weeks ago. They just launched their first hybrid propulsion long-range drone military jobs. I need to cover it. I really do. Like I said, I probably even need to update the information I created to talk about. That's definitely one I need to get out. I really do. Exactly on the golf. You got to keep that elbow tucked so you don't hit that. I know. I've been told that, and I just get up there. I don't grip it the way I'm supposed to either. I grip it like a baseball bat, and I grip it and rip it. 15 companies, yeah. It's crazy. And they said it could potentially be more. I'm just glad, like, TSMP never got it, and there's a few others that never got it. I'm glad that didn't happen. IDX looks like it's in the prime buy territory. I think we're looking at a good one. The ladies love the dad bod. Ooh, SNPR. Do I have that one? Do I have that one? Where did it go? I have SANP. I don't have SNPR. What's going on, my friend? I'm glad you swung in the chat. Jack, what is going on, my friend? Apple and those others were not reverse splits. I know they weren't reverse splits. They were traditional splits. I get that. I was just saying, like, I was comparing it to how it worked. I wasn't necessarily saying they were reverse splits. I got you. I haven't done any due diligence on ACIC. Is it a buy? Oh my goodness, is it a buy? I believe so. Jack, what do people think about those reserve shares that they magically created as part of the reverse split PR? That dilute the little guy, doesn't it? Not necessarily. I'm okay with it because it's a form of payment, and they can't obviously just do it right away. It's kind of, in my opinion, and kind of how I'm understanding, it's similar to almost like a direct offering in a way, where they get shares. And so that's kind of what I took from it. I'm really not too concerned because I believe that the stock's going to be doing some amazing things anyways. And I don't feel that it's going to really be that big of a deal. Now, like in acquisitions and things like that, they're paying in some shares. I've heard that as well. I'm not that like overly concerned with it. Yeah, let's not forget to hit that like button. Let's go. And if you have not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Ryan shouldn't have said anything about the payout being released in February. That is the first thing they missed as far as... Yeah, I'm not too concerned about that either because he said that it could be released. It's just he's trying to really make sure that everything's shored up. And from a legality standpoint, he wants to check a couple things. I'm not too concerned with that either for that aspect, especially since he said it's waiting in the App Store and it's ready to go. I think if he would have said, hey, we really have an unknown date, we're not sure, then yeah, I think that would have really affected a lot of things. But if he's sitting there saying it's ready to go and he's just wanting to shore up some things from a legality standpoint, I'm not overly concerned about that at all. Oh man, I agree with you 100% on Humble. We don't want 4 billion shares outstanding, and I think that extreme volatility is gone, and this is going to trade less like an OTC and but a powerful small cap growth. I agree, and I truly do, and I think that's, that's why I said in the video I did today that, I've always had a negative outlook on reverse splits. I truly have, because everyone that I've been a part of, the reason why they were reverse splitting is because they were trying to stay above the water. They were trying not to drown, and they wanted to stay relevant. So that's the reverse split that I was used to. Now that I've been a part of two now that have been for the positive reason, they reverse split because they're trying to prove to a major exchange that they want to come to them, and they're trying to reduce the float, and they're trying to create a better share price. It's turned out well for those. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. Nathan, what's going on? I appreciate you swinging in, my friend. Passenger drones are safer than helicopters, and the E-Hangs are fully autonomous. Safety is redundancy. Yes, they are. And every drone video I do, guys, you know how much I hit on safety. I know that that is a major part, and that's probably the first thing that the FAA always says. Safety. Maria, what's going on? I appreciate you swinging in. I am just joining. Do you have a price target? For what? For which one, Maria? Oh, Humble? Man, that's tough. That's really tough, and the reason is because I don't know how it's going to respond after today. And then I don't know if it's going to really correlate with how the stock market is trading. That's tough. I could see $7 to $8 by next week if it truly stays consistent. But if people saw the 4 to 6 weeks as a negative thing, which I don't think it's a negative thing. He says it's going to happen. It's just, hey, we got to check off some, legality things. And I think, too, that was set up that way. Obviously they did the reverse split. They had that conference call. They announced the acquisition. And so that's going to be a positive catalyst. They push the app back a little bit. And it kind of starts, the stock kind of settles in. It gets a little normalcy, and then bam, they drop the app and another positive catalyst. And then we get going, we get cruising, and we get to, we get to leveling off again, maybe some pullback, and then bam, they drop another positive. I think that they're strategically doing it for that reason. How does a reverse split quell the volatility in the share price? Did that happen today? Not what not was BS. Yeah, so it happened today, and that's why a lot of people's brokerages were kind of in I guess you could say messed up and stuff when it came to TSMPD, and the D indicates that it's going to be changing to HMBL on March 26th. And so how it basically reduces down volatility is the float is less, so there's less shares available to trade. And then with that being the case as well, the share price is now up. So obviously we saw it got to, because it was my number one today traded. As you can see, it got to $4.83, it looks like. I saw it hit 515. Yeah, as you can see, the high is 515. At the end of the day, it hit like 5 something anyways. So basically what it does is it shortens up the amount of, so like I can't just throw 100,000 shares at $5. I don't have that kind of money. The average investor doesn't have that kind of money. So that's where less and less shares are available. The stock price is going to go up. And so that's why it reduces the volatility. There's nothing that says the stock price can't fall, and it can't fall at a fast rate, but it's going to be less likely to do that on a consistent basis every single day. Oh man. Oh, I went way too far up. Hold up. Where are we at? Oh man, this thing updated quick. I gotta get caught back up. There we go. Lucas, what did we do with Blue Sphere? We're just stuck with it, holding right now. I'm keeping it. I have an intention of keeping it. I have 12,000 shares, I believe. I'm just going to keep it and see what happens. I finally came to terms with my retirement. Never sell stocks. HMBL, Nano Dimensions, UAVS, ENZC, maybe flipping everything else. Understand, Randy. Completely understand. What do we do? You can't really do anything at the moment, service provider. Jack, HMBL changes to share structure, including creation of restricted preferred shares. That is bad for individual shareholders, basically a secondary / dilution. They said they weren't going to dilute, so I don't know. And then it says they can't do anything for a year. I like ACIC, especially where it's a SPAC and back down at the bottom, which is 10. I agree. Michael, market cap of Atlas Crest Investments, ACIC hit $608 million. That's incredible. Tim, Lucas, what happened to Tesla this week? On a bright note, Airbnb ripped even after so-so earnings. Tesla went down because they had to close the factory due to not having enough chips, and that's what caused it to go down. And obviously we know how impactful it is for them to, have the cars and the production and things like that. And then I also heard that something about they went negative for the first time this year. Maybe they were talking about stock price or something, but yeah, it sounds like they were just struggling a little bit, and so they had to shut down. Tesla, man, not worried about it though. Long term, that's key. Regarding those magically created preferred shares, we have no idea how many just created. I wish I wasn't that concerned as you are not. That is the only thing I don't like about the reverse split. I completely understand, Jack. I'm not going to discredit that at all, and I would like to find out. I'm sure eventually at some point we will, because they'll have to report that. Especially if they end up trying to get to an exchange, and eventually that will be a reported piece. Michael Archer announces commitment to launching its urban air mobility network in Los Angeles 2024. I do want to do another, or at least I want to do a video on Archer. I'm not even picked up a few shares, just trying to find out why. I got you. Yeah, that's what I've heard, is because their chips, they ran out of putting chips, or I don't know if it was the board or the chips itself, into the Tesla, and they had to stop production. Archer has a nice PDF for investors. I'll have to check that out. I want Tesla to drop to the 490-ish. I'll buy a couple shares. I've been dreaming, but we'll see. I don't know if it gets that low. I did hear 600 though. How is the extreme volatility gone? Just because it's done a reverse split, that volatility won't change. Look at GME or AMC. Not only penny stocks are volatile. Yeah, but that's the point, is they're trying to eliminate the extremes, ups and downs. It's not saying that the volatility is just going to completely disappear, but you're not going to have the massive swings, because someone can the average investor can come in and purchase 200, 300,000 shares. I'm with you. If I see Tesla in the 400s, I'm loading up. I want it to drop so you can... Where did that go? Man, this chat. I'm with you. If I could see Tesla 400, I'm loading up. I want to drop some, but not because it would kill me. ACIC after hours 12.96 plus $1.06, 8.91% market cap 744. ACIC will be a beast. Rico, I'm bullish on Tesla. It just sucks. I came in investing a couple months ago. Be patient. Pays in the market. Yes. One thing you learn is to be patient, Tim, man. But I promise, if it drops below 500, it'll go back up. We'll both win. Heck yeah. I kind of like RTP better than ACIC, though. Yeah. Today was another 20% day. Level of volatility is the same, so that comment I don't agree with. The whole reason for the reverse was to get it listed, which I'm cool with. I mean, yeah, lower float means more volatility. It could. Ehang keeps releasing PR videos of the drone flight over China Sea almost as fast as the attorneys sending out deadlines to file claims and losses over 50,000. If you haven't lost that, oh well. My average cost of Tesla is $620. I own FORW. It was just kind of volatile today, even though TS&P did a reverse split. EJ Carrasco. Hello. What's going on, my friend? What do you think about BANT? Guys, so EJ, I kind of hit on this a little bit earlier. Basically, my thought on BANT is it's so early on, guys. It's very early on in the drone sector. Drones are still in the process of developing. The FAA still hasn't even put out a playbook. We don't really even know what truly the regulations are. And there's a lot of things that still needs to be implemented. And with Bantech, that's the main company. Drone USA is the subsidiary. That's the reason why I invested. If they didn't have anything related to drones, I would have stayed away from them. I wouldn't even have touched them. So my thought is that at some point, their drone sector either is going to become relevant or they will be acquired. Because they do have something going for Drone USA. And, they have a completely mass array of different types of drones, obviously, or at least the intention to fill that. So that's what I'm thinking as far as Bantech. I don't have a massive position because if it does tank off or fall off, I'm not being absolutely destroyed, but I'm not also loading up on it because there's always that chance. And it's obviously a very risky play. It is a true penny stock, as you can see right here. It's trading at what, 3 cents basically. And so that's my thinking behind it. If it does become more relevant, we start to see a little bit more consistent PR, positive stuff, then I'd probably add more. But as of right now, that's where I'm holding. I appreciate the question though. RTB Joby Aviation seems like a winner in the space. They just bought the Uber infrastructure. Yeah, I like kind of Joby too. I think some of these are going to be special. Did Brian mention getting on the NASDAQ on the No, he didn't. Due to the reverse split and having high enough stock price. Nope, he didn't mention anything yet. I see more and more Teslas each day. I do too, 3 to 4 years from now. But you're also on Cali there, Duckster. 3 to 4 years from now, you'll be able to order an Uber Joby. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Did they use these preferred shares to buy Tickery? That I'm not sure. I do know that they paid in some shares. But I don't know if it's the specific preferred. I think a lot of the preferred is going to go to the prior employers, and it'll also go to George Sharp and his company and things like that. Gosh, ACIC retracted down to the 0.786 fib twice. I think they want to fill in the tiny gap before heading back up. I'm really kind of starting to pay attention to some stuff like that. Those gaps are pretty intense sometimes. I want to start seeing Lucid on the road. That'd be... Hey, Tim, go check out Portnoy's Twitter, if you got Twitter. He posted a picture of one going up right outside where he lives. There's Teslas everywhere out here in the Bay Area. Yeah, we see them in the Bay. Yeah. It's incredible how many you see them in the Midwest, too. I mean, Teslas are everywhere. I think it's a good price for 2/3 of the last third if it drops lower. I got you, Chris. Bantech Corporation seems kind of sketchy, or whoever does their PR isn't consistent. That's my problem too. One site says How Corporation bought Drone USA. Another site says Drone USA bought How Corporation. Yeah, I completely understand that. I think Drone USA was the reason why I invested. Someone should just make a video on how many Tesla they spot in a day. That's awesome. Not that much. I'm only with one share of Tesla. Hey, that's one more than some people have. I'm located in Oakland but work in San Francisco. I'm in Ventura County. Well, Duxter, on a good note, you didn't lose as much as us who have more than one. Good job. Bant claims to be a COVID-19 sanitation play. That's another, I saw that, and I saw them working with some stuff. That's going to be kind of an interesting thing as well. I'd like to keep up on that if they keep putting PR about that, but it's been like 3 weeks since they've said anything. Dude's fear-mongering because the whales want the cheap on EH, normal price manipulation. Yeah. Yep, because the whales, or as they refer to them as, the suits. I'm holding 11,000 a bank. Yeah, see, so we're right around the same. I have like 12, and I'm just going to keep 12. I'm not going any more up. I'm not going any down. I'm just going to let it sit. I've seen Fisker cars also wear it. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. I like the all blue Fisker, the Ocean. Man, that thing looks clean. Tesla's your dream car. It's my dream car as well. I can't decide if I want. I can't tell. I really want the SUV, but I don't know if I want the Model X or the Y or if I want the X. I know the Y is cheaper and you can still get third row seating, so I think at some point that's probably the route I'm gonna go. I do want to murder it out though. Get it all black. TSMP going from $4 to $5 is the same percent moves as if it went from 1 to 125 pre-reverse split. My point is the volatility hasn't changed. I'm happy they snuck those preferred shares in. I got you, Jack. I really do. I understand you. Yes, we do see a lot of Teslas here in the Midwest. And we might see a couple more. I'm okay with them paying their team in shares, and they would have to hold them for a year minimum, and will want to anyways. Yeah, of course. And I know they pay some of their employees are strictly paid in stock, so you know that they're going to want it to go up. It's banking, bro. Extremely exciting, and I can hardly contain myself from daily adrenaline rush. I hear you. Tesla fans, check out Fisker. Screaming this week, 17-ish to 28 Foxconn news. Yeah, that was major. Sam, I can't wait to see Lucid cars on the road. Of course, own one day. Nice, Tim. I've been trying to San Jose to Neo offices. Wonder if they have at least a Neo car laying around. Tim, how old do I have to be to work at a bank? Halco Bantech owns Halco. Yeah, Halco owns Drone USA. 18, buddy. But don't do it. Did Humble use those new magically created preferred shares to purchase Tickery? I don't believe so, Jack. I think that it wasn't any of the preferred shares. I think it was just what they have. Murder Tesla. I want to do something in economics, or I'll just be an entrepreneur. Model S in my driveway in red. Yes. Oh, yeah. Park next to your Lucid. The old Lucid Air. Everyone's all about the Lucid Air. Everyone is about the Lucid Air for sure. Let's put it this way. I got started in banking at 18 as a part-time gig. I'm going to be 42 soon, Dexter. It sounds like a lifetime career there, Tim. Sounds like you really do enjoy it. I bet I would. Yeah, how hyped are you every day you get to sit down at your desk? Holy smokes, guys. I think my adrenaline is coming down now. My TSMPD adrenaline is starting to trickle out. I'm definitely going to need some water after this, though. I thought I had water down here, and then I started this live stream, and I got roaring, and I look over, and I did not have any water. What's going on, Fist buddy? I appreciate you swinging in. Thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate you swinging in. I feel Lucid is going to be a failure. Oh, you shouldn't have said that, Vince, buddy. There's some people in here that are diehards. There's some diehards in here. I appreciate it, Michael. Smash that like button. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Looks like only one person has the like button. Let's go. Anyone wondering what FORW will announce on their IR call? I haven't really been paying attention to FORW, to be honest with you, because I know they're kind of tied together, but I haven't invested, and I really haven't paid too much attention. I had the same feeling, Vince, buddy. It'll be interesting. It will be interesting. I will never talk negatively about Lucid again. Because if you talk negative publicly about Lucid Air or Lucid, YouTube eats you up. Lucid had backing from Saudis. They won't let them fail. Guys, if you realize what they're doing, the Saudis are doing some pretty great, crazy stuff. So, obviously, gas prices are going in the upward direction. As they're investing in Lucid, and obviously, it's forcing, when gas goes up, it's forcing people then to be like, hey, I need to consider getting an electric vehicle. Lucid is coming out. I'm interested in getting Lucid. So, when you have that two things going up, the Saudis are profiting off of both. Because then some people are still like, hey, I want to keep a gas vehicle and I want to pay $4 to $5 in gas, but I don't want to get an electrical vehicle yet. I'm not ready, so I'm going to pay the gas prices. So then they're making profits off of that. Alongside, while people are like, heck no, I'm not paying that $4 to $5. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to buy an electric vehicle. I like Lucid. I'm going to buy a Lucid Air. Guess who's profiting off of that as well? I'm a senior relationship banker, assistant vice president. Holy smokes, Tim. I did not know that. Good night. So when people get in trouble, do they get sent to your office? Have a great weekend. I'm heading out. I appreciate you swinging in. I really do, Balance Point. I got as far as personal banker before leaving for my current company. Been there for 29 years. Bam! Dang, Tim, you're getting some cash flow coming in. Done it all. Merchant services, retirement plan services, fraud department, licensed banker, assistant manager, private banker. Oh, now it's all coming out. Tim, I'm going to start calling you my financial friend, and I know exactly what I'm going to call you. Are you ready for this? Financial advisor. That's what you are. Financial advisor. Bet you make bank. I sold all my TS&P for FORW a while back, and it's outperformed. I might really outperform if it announced another strategic investment, like warrants in another company similar to HMBL deal. Interesting, Jack. Anyone update Ariane supersonic jets? $3 billion in pre-order backed by GE and Boeing. Grabbed some last week. I haven't seen that one yet, or really kind of dove into it yet. I guess I have seen it, but I haven't dove into it. I own some Tesla stock, but sold some. The thought of China turning on them as Elon refused to sell a portion of the company. China will push NIO and other Chinese EV sales. 70% Tesla sales from China. One thing to remember, Chris, is they don't necessarily have to pay for their factories to be over there. So I think there's some stuff going on with Tesla that is behind the scenes and why they'll always kind of somewhat have success in China. Lucas, do you see VR being major connection to drones? I just have the vision where you put a VR headset and controlling drones a long distance. So actually there is a company out there. It's called Red Cat Holdings. They have a VR set that goes on your face, and it's the best. It is literally the best possible headset you can get. It's called Fat Shark. And they actually use it for freestyle flying. They use it for drone racing. But they're looking at extending it out into more public entities. And there's a good chance that you would need precision flying. Say you're doing an inspection on a building, or maybe you're doing an inspection on a high rise of some sort. Like a windmill or a cell phone tower and you really need a precision to use, they're saying that this Fact Shark is amazing and that's what it would be used for. So yes, it's out there and it's definitely being used for sure. I do not know who Jack Tripper is. I think what are the one am I thinking that Tom Cruise played where he was a former military police? Jack something. I'm not a financial advisor anymore, but I am your financial friend. Yes. Yes, you are. And I know you don't have origami hands. He does. Trading with CJ, collab soon. Yes, please, CJ. I'm so glad you popped in here, man. I watched your HCMC video today, and I could not have been more grateful for that video. I was diving in, trying to find as much information as I could possibly find, and then your video popped up, and I was like, man, he must have been reading my mind, because I was like, I just want to know what's going on. And you hit it. You literally perfected that video, man. I just want you to know that. So I appreciate you for doing that. I was going to hit you up in the comment section, but that's when the TS&P conference call came on. So that's what was going on with that. So unfortunately, I couldn't hit you up in the comment section yet, but I'm definitely going to do that. Yeah, CJ, I have a 1,250,000 shares. 1,250,000 shares. 250,000 in one account, and then I have 1 million in another account. Yeah, so I believe exactly what you're saying. I would be excited if, if they obviously go to court and it truly does end up, going to court and they get full, the full shebang. That would be awesome. If they settled and got, said $1 billion or whatever, maybe a little bit less, but they go out and they actually get a royalty, and from that royalty, they continuously make money. I think that's a big piece too. So that's something that I'm definitely, hoping happens for sure. Jack Tripper from Three's Company. Tom Cruise played Jack Reacher. That's it. Jack Reacher. Yeah, CJ. I'm excited for that one for sure. Obviously it's very, very risky. A lot of people refer to it as a lottery ticket. I could not agree more. I do feel that it is a lottery ticket. So we'll have to see how it plays out. I recommend you going to college, don't have babies, and start working for a bank. Tuxter, start a TikTok. Boom, famous. Stay in school. Ha, yes, Tim. Jack Tripper, you are correct, Michael. Yeah. Appreciate you swinging in, Jack. It means a lot. Appreciate you swinging in, my friend. Yeah, exactly. The biggest issue with the share price will be people actually holding because people get impatient. Yeah, that's what's going to be interesting. I'm kind of excited to see. I'm kind of excited to see how that all plays out. The reason is like, what happens if they do really get it? Because I know I'm not the only one that's holding like 1 million shares. I'm sure there's people out there that have way more than that. And so it's just going to be interesting to see how the company, if they truly do get a big time settlement, or if they win, how they approach it after the fact. And like, how does the stock respond? Like, does it truly start to shoot up? And I don't foresee it hitting $1 because the market cap would just be so freaking outrageous. But I could see like 50 cents for sure, especially if they get some of those things that they're saying. I'm excited for that one. And it looks like it does. After watching your video, it really made sense. It does look like Philip Morris is kind of freaking out a little bit. I mean, for them to put in for a dismissal, and then for them not to counter, that looks like, hey, we're scared. We are scared, and we are afraid we're going to lose. And because we're the big bad company, They act like they want to kind of push them around and dismiss it. I don't think that happens. I don't think that happens. Yeah, I've been wanting to do another video on them, but man, I've been so hyped about TSNP as of late. Yeah, yeah, it probably would go down. It really would. It probably would go down so much just because, like today, for example, CJ. Why was it down today? There was nothing negative. The only thing that, at least that I saw from a PR standpoint, was that, like they said, they put in for the dismissal of the case. That's it. There wasn't a decision made, and I didn't hear anything negative. And if anything, that sounded more positive for HCMC, and I couldn't figure out why the stock went down. Like, there was nothing negative about it, and there wasn't even really, the term buy the hype, sell the news. There really wasn't any news, so what were they selling for? I don't know. You would be half a millionaire? I know. I'd be all right with that. I would definitely be all right with that, because there's no way I would be able to hold to $1 anyways. I would start to see some of those big numbers, and I would have to take profits because, that's just the way it is with that one for sure. It'd be nice though, if I could get if I can get 250K out of it and then take profits and then still leave some in, that's a victory for me. And that's another thing too, CJ. I mean, there's tons and tons of companies that are, I mean, the one that really, I think, blew me away was Apple. And I understand, like, Apple's a snail play. It's a consistent snail play. But they put out some of the most incredible quarterly earnings I think I've ever seen. And it's done hardly anything. If anything, it's gone back to where it was. And I think that's what kind of is just like, man, that's an eye-opener, because they had incredible numbers due to the pandemic for the holidays time. I mean, it was just incredible. Probably to buy more TSNP. How many shares do you own of TSNP, Chang? So I had 35,000, and then after the split, I own 8,750. My goal is to get to 10,000 and then kind of just let it play out for a little bit and see how it goes. But that's my plan. The CEO of Pyrogenesis even commented on Tuesday he had no clue why stocks were down. Yeah, that's what's crazy. And a big part is just because we're dealing with inflation. We have a 10-year note that is going up. Guys, the thing you want to pay attention to is like what the number is. So 2.5 is kind of like pushing extreme. 2.8 is very extreme. If we hit 3, I'm freaking out. People selling to cover the margin calls in red day. What's going on, Murray? I appreciate you swinging in. And yes. Kathy sold Apple and Amazon today. I think that's more of an alignment thing, because I heard something too the other day which kind of threw me off. But it sounded like Bill Gates might have sold some Apple, which is kind of weird because he was Microsoft, but I don't know where I saw that at. And in her email commented on, I'd have to see that. I'm interested to see her take on Workhorse. I truly think she's investing for the drone. I'm convinced now. Dougster, I appreciate you swinging in, my friend. That's what my shirt says. Apple shouldn't be touching EV market. They should head towards VR, in my opinion. I could see that, and I think that that's going to come. I think that obviously that could easily be a feasible task that they do much quicker than the car. I'm sure that that's something they've been working on for a while too. Thoughts on ACIC? Let's dive into that a little bit real quick. We were kind of talking about that a little bit earlier, CJ. So basically my thoughts, guys, because, so I'm going to kind of talk about, you guys know that I cover drones a ton. And obviously, I feel like this is definitely going to be a future, and you're going to see a lot of commingling amongst drones that are actually for like package delivery and for surveillance and things like that. And they're going to have to commingle amongst airspace and traffic control and things like that when you're talking about air taxis. I think that this is definitely the way we're going when it comes to futuristic, quick travel. The likes of like Uber, I think, is going to be done in this form to some degree. I think that it's going to be a very significant piece, and I truly like ACIC for that reason. This is definitely one that I'm going to start covering once some of this other stuff kind of settles down and we have a lull, because this is the next step, another piece to the drone sector, guys. This is a futuristic way of traveling. I'm really excited about ACIC. I truly am. I'm excited about Joby. I'm excited about some of these other ones. I think that, they have a bright future. Some of them are already building what do they call them? Airports, or not airports. Dang it, skyports. They're building skyports. They're getting those, ready to roll. Guys, this thing's coming. This thing is coming, and it's gonna be a great way to do that. So how is it taken over there, CJ? How is over in the UK, what are their thoughts on like drones? Obviously that was a big testing area in like the London area, kind of some other places in the UK, but like, is this something that you guys envision will happen over there? See you, Duckster. I appreciate you swinging in. Arc finds it odd that USPS is not committing a fully electric platform, which, according to our research, will dominate truck production and sales in the next 10 years. Oh, interesting. I like it. I think it's going to put pressure. And what's going to be absolutely insane is if the whole entire thing gets reversed and every person that completely folded on the company. That's what's going to, I think that's going to bring more joy to me than seeing that stock come back up. Although I'm going to be beyond excited because I still own 320 shares. Obviously I had 1,020. I did reduce down to get a ton of TSMP, so I'm not going to be upset at all. But the biggest thing, guys, I did not sell out. You got 287 after reverse split. That's awesome, Chang. That's awesome. Remember to stay in school. Say no to drugs. You guys have a great week. Duckster, you too. All right, that's going to do it for me too, guys. Going to watch WandaVision with my son. Have a great weekend, OGs. We deserve it. Origami Slayer out. Have a good one, Tim. Appreciate you swinging in. I haven't heard much about them over here. Don't even know of any UK companies in that sector. Interesting. CJ, that's kind of what I was wondering too. Is that just the reason why it's over in the UK, drones just really haven't been talked about? I haven't seen too many people even talk about that sector on YouTube, and I do follow a lot of people that are from that area that do YouTube, and I just haven't heard them say too much about it or anything. So I was just kind of curious. No problem, Michael. Appreciate you swinging in. I appreciate everyone that swing in tonight. I'm probably going to wrap this up too. I'm going to do another video tonight. I'm going to do a video based on the conference call from TSMP. And I'm going to have that drop tomorrow. I usually don't do videos on Saturday, but it's definitely going to happen. Definitely going to happen. So, well, it looks like everyone's heading out. So I'll go ahead and wrap this one up too, guys. Yeah, it's also British people would kick off if they start seeing drones flying. You did I can't remember her name. You did a kind of a collab with her, and she commented in my comments one time on drones, and she was like, yeah, something about Domino's delivering pizza in your backyard or something. She seemed like she was very upset about drones and stuff, and I was like, holy smokes. I was like, it must just not be a big thing over there. That's funny though. That makes me laugh. CJ, hey, I'll message you on Instagram since I know it's early in the morning and I'm gonna be wrapping up this live stream. I'm gonna hit you up in Instagram in your DMs and we'll get something set up. I'm off the third week of March here, and we'll get something set up so we can collab together for sure. I definitely want to, I've been wanting to do that, and obviously you're a dominating force, my friend. You're climbing the ranks when it comes to subscribers. It would be an absolute honor to do a collab with you. It would be tremendous just to talk about anything. So let's definitely get something set up for sure. Let's definitely get something set up. Yeah, man, I have so much respect for you. I love your videos, and it's amazing to watch. So I really appreciate you engaging in here and being a part of this, and joining the comment section and everything. It means a lot to me. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys. You guys are phenomenal. This is an amazing community. I'm forever grateful for this. You guys truly, truly mean the world to me. And every time we do this, it becomes more and more exciting. So I can't thank you guys enough. It does look like my bandwidth and stuff is cutting in and out, probably because there's so many people in here. So I appreciate you guys. We're going to wrap this one up. Hopefully you guys have a tremendous, tremendous weekend. Enjoy it. Spend time with family. Hopefully it's nice weather. You can get out, do your things, and do what you got to do. Enjoy it, and we're going to get back after it on Monday. Hopefully we have some green days here in the near future. We start to see some turnaround. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. I really do. It means everything at what you're doing, and I can't thank you guys enough. Let me go back up here. Make sure I got everything. Looks like I got everything. Yep, you guys truly are a blessing. I can't thank you enough. Can't thank you guys enough. Great chatting with you, Lucas, and your loyal followers. See you soon. Can't wait to see you where you're Monday. Let's go, guys. As always, have a good weekend. If you guys haven't and you want to get hooked up with the Discord, just reach out to me. I'll get you the Discord link. We'll get you in the Discord, and you guys will see this amazing community on a daily basis. As always, have a good day.